My name is Chris Waldron. I'm the executive producer of Cartoon Network Universe Fusion Fall, the first MMO from Cartoon Network. I started Cartoon Network in 2000, working as a developer on the site Cartoon Orbit, which was a virtual kids trading card game. Since then, I have worked on many games at Cartoon Network, including one that was nominated for an Emmy called Kids Next Door Operation Best. Since 2006, I have been working solely on developing Fusion Fall with our partner Gregon in Seoul, South Korea. Nanos in Cartoon Network Universe Fusion Fall are very small, chibi versions of our Cartoon Network characters that are sort of treated like an advanced pet game. In fact, the entire game sort of revolves around you collecting as many of these nanos as you can, and they're all cute, small versions of Cartoon Network characters that grant you different powers in the game. And each level you go up, you get a new nano, and they will help you as you progress in the game with different powers. They also sort of work as a customizable card game. You can collect up to 36 when the game launches, but when you go out into the world, you can only take 3 with you. And those 3 may have, for my character, I may choose to put in the ones that do damage from a distance. Somebody else in my group might want to choose the ones that heal. Another person in my group may want to choose the ones that allow us to run faster and jump higher. That way, as you get more nanos, you can sort of customize your character and create your class on the fly. When you start out the game, the first one you're going to get is Buttercup from the Powerpuff Girls. And again, every nano, when you get them, has 3 different powers, and you choose which power you want to use by default. I believe her first one that she comes with is sort of a stun power, so you can use her to stun a monster and then go on to attack it. But we have nanos ranging from the Powerpuff Girls, Dexter's Laboratory from the older shows, Ben 10 Alien Force, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, and everything in between. I can't remember exactly how many shows are represented, but we have about 15, I think, of our shows in general in the world of Cartoon Network that are represented. So in addition to giving you a certain power in the game, nanos also provide a sort of a reason for you to keep moving in the game and to keep thinking while you're in combat. So what we did, I think this is a very interesting idea from our lead designer, Sam Lewis, who basically gives each of the nanos a rock, paper, scissors value. In fact, they're actually Adaptoid nanos, Blaston nanos, or Cosmix nanos, and for a quick way to memorize it, it's A, B, or C. And now each monster in the game also has a B, or C rating. And so A beats B, beats C, beats A. So if you're fighting a monster that is a C, then you're going to get the biggest advantage by pulling out a B nano. And that may or may not be strategically appropriate then based on what power that nano has. So you have to make these meaningful decisions while you're in combat. That level of the gameplay shows up later. I mean, at first you're just learning how to use the characters, use their powers, fight the monsters and everything. But as you get more into it, and as you realize that there's more complexity to the combat, the ABC relationship will, I think, add much more depth and fun to combat. So another cool feature about the nanos is that they're also, in addition to being relative to combat and relevant to sort of gameplay, they're also a very social element, right? So if you're a huge Ben 10 fan and you just want to take out your Ben 10 nanos, you can. You can run around the world with Humongosaur at your side, sort of showing that this is one of the shows or one of the characters you really like. Also, when you emote, when you get knocked out in the game, other times during the game, the characters the nanos will emote alongside you. They'll be sad when you have to get reset. They'll dance when you do a dance emote. And the reason I like them so much is because in a lot of ways the game is very serious. I mean, it has a serious theme. It's a invasion story, and so you're going to be in some areas that are pretty dark and where you have volcanoes and evil monsters all around. But you always have these nanos there that sort of to bring that comic relief. I mean, that's one of the main purposes of them, other than just their role into combat.